nothing of commercial. So the first thing we did was we started window shopping. And so tell me how your first day at window shopping went.
Good morning, everybody. Walk away, a little nervous. Basically, we did window shopping, which is going door to door to businesses and talking to business owners, passing out business cards, talking to the managers and employees, and gathering as much information as we can. Thanks to Steve, he taught me all that.
Okay, so tell me your first experience when we went to that barber shop.
Oh yeah, we got kicked out.
So I basically tell them, you're not allowed to talk, let me do all the talking right now, and we get thrown out. I said, don't worry, it's gonna get better. All right, so what businesses we targeted first?
We did retail, which is the easiest, my understanding is the easiest to quote. So we visited Big Mama's and Papa's Pizzeria, and we first quoted their other business, which is a little kebab place, and then we actually couldn't get that, so we had to write the pizza place, and we had to deal with the owner's son, which is not an easy guy to deal with. We still walk away with the deal.
All right, so how did you achieve $150,000 of premium in 1 year?
After I wrote the Big Mama's and Papa's Pizza place, which is about $1,200 in premium, I was referred a piece of business. It was a automotive repair shop from one of my centers of influence, which is my CPA, and that was about $10,000 in premium.
Excellent. So basically, you wrote 43 policies last year. So you just didn't write one big policy. No. This was 43 commercial policies that totaled up to $150,000 premium. So some premiums were $1,200, some premiums were $10,000, and your largest one was what?
$30,400.
Okay, so what happened with that one? The first large case you wrote, how well did that go?
That was a habitational policy over in downtown Los Angeles, and it wasn't easy. I had to go down there and talk to the contractors, had to put on a hard hat, go in there and take photos while it was still under construction. And so we got the approval, and then it got denied because of low occupancy. So we had to go down to the state office with Steve and speak to the underwriters, head of underwriting, and then my commercial wholesalers, Mike Stump, and to get that approved again because they denied it. So that was a headache, and I was really stressing out. I was gonna get a huge chargeback. So, but thanks to Steve, helped out.
So in 2014, when you first started, what was your goals?
I wanted to do at least a minimum of $100,000 in new business commercial premium, and to achieve toppers and championship, which I did.
Okay, great. All right, so now, what tools do you use? Now remember, he's a brand new agent. Never wrote commercial. I didn't even teach him how to quote commercial. I just said, get the business, go in the system, and quote it. Call my commercial expert, here, meet people with stuff. I gave him the idea, once you quote one policy, it's all over. It's like quoting an auto or a home. Commercial is 6 times easier than quoting an auto.
I agree with that.
It's just easier. Am I right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
So once you just try to find somebody that owns a business and quote them. Ask them for their deck page. That's how you start. And that's how we started. Okay, so your marketing tools. What do you use for marketing?
Well, besides doing the window shopping, going door to door, I also have a Yelp page, I have a business Facebook page, and I have a lot of great reviews on that. Obviously, since I've written quite a bit of commercial, I've built my pipeline, and I've received a lot of referrals from that. And then also revisiting the accounts, coming back, bringing them, whether it's cookies, donuts, and just saying hello, they appreciate that. Excellent. So it's all about referral bids.
So you're doing agency marketing, and you're doing the 50-50 split?
Right. Farmers is doing mailers, 50-50 split with fire policies and commercial. So I'm actually getting some hits off of that as well.
Have you got any negative response from your Yelp or Facebook?
Thank God, no.
Okay, all right, very well. So that's our story. But once again, if you never wrote commercial, everybody has a dentist, a veterinarian. If you do business with them, they have to do business with you or quit them. So if you have a dentist, do you mind if I quote your business? No, I'm an insurance agent. Go to a new dentist. Then he'll quote you. If you're a veterinarian, I'd love to quote your business. Also, the other thing is we really hit the win-hit ratio. We try to find the easiest businesses to write first. A barber shop, a small little restaurant. Start small, because when the big stuff happens, you'll know how to handle it, like he did.
Yeah, and that's the easiest way is you go in there with the, you write the business, and that's when they come back to you and say, can you quote my home, my autos, my boats, my motorcycles, and it's just, your numbers are just easier to make as the quarters go by, in my opinion.
All right, excellent. Any questions?
Let's say you're walking into new business. How would you start the conversation?
Well, I usually go in there and pretend I'm just a customer. So if it's a restaurant, I just go eat there and I make a conversation with the waitress and ask if the manager or the business owner's around. Obviously, they always say that they're not available, but then when they start asking questions, well, how much would insurance cost? That's when you know that they're the owner. So you just kind of have to play the ballpark on that. But it's all just based on feel. If they're very negative, then it's just not your place. And that's why we had that bad experience where we got kicked out of the barbershop.
The idea is this: if you can ask for their debt page, and so I can go ahead and give you the best price possible, but the service you're going to get from me is going to be totally amazing. You're not going to get a 1-800 number, you're going to get me. And that's what we sell. And just like Steve Sousa said, it's about the service, going back to the client. They're going to give you business. You know my friend, I just want to tell you right now, he owns 5 barbershops. And I want you to write all his business. And that's how he got a lot of his business too, where he provided the service, and when someone said, my friend needs the same service that you gave me, boom.
Definitely. Yeah, and another thing too is you'd be surprised how many business owners have farmers. So, and a lot of them just use that against you. So if you go in there and say, hey, I'm a farmer's agent, I already have farmers, they just want to say that to get you out of there. But if you go in there and say you're a local insurance agent, not mentioning the company, that's when they, kind of say, hey, okay, well, what company do you represent? Farmers, okay, I have travelers. So it's an easier approach. It's worked great for me. Because if someone, it's like, imagine if you had a restaurant, someone comes in and says, I want to talk to you about Verizon, I already have Verizon, thanks, for my internet or my cable. So it's the same concept.
Any other questions? All right, let's give this guy a round of applause.